It began like any other Friday night, a simple dinner with friends, wine flowing, easy laughter filling the air. My wife, Melissa, had invited her co-workers over. She said it was just a small gathering, but when I came home, the house looked like it was ready for a magazine shoot. Candles glowed in every corner, soft music played in the background, and her friends were already lounging in the living room, sipping champagne. Melissa looked stunning. Her black dress hugged her perfectly, her hair cascading down her shoulders. But the moment our eyes met, she gave me that warning look I'd seen too many times before. The unspoken message was clear. Don't embarrass me tonight. I smiled, played the part, and greeted everyone. They were polished, loud, and confident. Her kind of people. I poured drinks, helped in the kitchen, trying to blend in. They talked about corporate deals, clients, and expensive vacations. I listened quietly, thinking about how different our worlds had become. I was a teacher, steady, grounded, while Melissa lived in a world built on appearances and approval. Lately, she seemed more invested in looking perfect than in being happy. When dinner began, the teasing started. One of her friends joked about my job, something about babysitting teenagers. I chuckled, brushing it off, but then Melissa joined in. "Oh, come on," she said with a laugh, raising her glass. "Mark's used to being the boring one. He wouldn't know how to have fun if I didn't plan it for him." Her friends laughed. My smile faltered. I waited for a playful glance that told me she was kidding, but it never came. She meant every word. I tried to ease the tension by joking back, reminding her how her fun ideas once ended in a burnt dinner. But instead of laughing, she rolled her eyes. "See? That's exactly what I mean," she said. "He keeps score. That's what happens when you marry someone who doesn't understand ambition." The laughter stopped. The silence that followed was suffocating. My face burned. I excused myself and went to the kitchen under the pretense of checking on the food. My hands were trembling. When I returned, Melissa was mid-story, talking about a promotion she was expecting. She mentioned her boss, Eric, a name I'd heard far too often lately. Her tone shifted when she spoke about him, her smile lingering longer than usual. Then she said it. "Eric says confidence is attractive. Some people could use more of that at home." The table erupted in laughter again, but this time I didn't even try to smile. I folded my napkin slowly, placed it on the table, and stood. "Enjoy your dinner," I said quietly. The laughter died. Melissa's brow furrowed. "Oh, come on, don't be dramatic. We're just joking." I looked at her, steady and calm. "No, you're performing, and I'm done being part of the act." The room fell silent as I walked out, grabbed my coat, and left. I didn't look back. That night I drove aimlessly, letting the city lights blur past me. My phone buzzed with message after message. "Come back. You're overreacting. Don't make a scene." But with every mile, the truth became clearer. Somewhere along the way, she stopped seeing me as her partner and started seeing me as a prop in her perfect picture. Turned off my phone and lay there in the dark. For the first time in years, I felt both shattered and strangely free. The next morning, I packed a bag and went to stay with my brother. 3 days passed before Melissa showed up at his door. Her eyes were red, her mascara smudged. "Mark, please," she said softly. "It was just a stupid joke. I didn't mean it." I looked at her, this woman who had once made me feel seen, and said, "You didn't just mean it, Melissa. You enjoyed it." She didn't deny it. She couldn't. That night, I went back to the house. Not to stay, but to collect my things. The air still smelled of wine and perfume. A note waited for me on the counter. "I'm sorry. I don't know why I said those things." I folded it carefully and slipped it into my pocket without reading it again. When she came home, she tried to stop me. "Please, Mark, we can fix this." I turned to her and said quietly, "You broke something that can't be fixed with an apology. You didn't just hurt me. You disrespected me. And that's not love." Then I walked out, and this time, I didn't look back. Weeks went by. Her messages became fewer, sadder. Then one day she wrote, "I saw Eric today. He laughed about what I said that night. I've never felt smaller." I stared at the screen for a long time, then set the phone down. I didn't reply. There was nothing left to say. Months later, a letter arrived in the mail. Divorce papers. Attached was a note written in her neat handwriting. "You were right. I performed, and I lost the only audience that mattered." I put the letter away in a drawer, not out of anger, but as a reminder of what self-respect costs and what it saves. Life moved forward. I took a teaching job overseas, spent a year exploring new places, meeting people who valued sincerity over show. Sometimes I thought about her, not with bitterness, but with quiet understanding. She had taught me something, though she never meant to. Love without respect isn't love at all. It's performance. And sooner or later, every performance ends. The lights fade, the curtain falls, and the audience walks away.